As the deadline looms, tempers run high at the banks and at makeshift currency swap centers too. With only a few days left, Maimuna Sabiu traveled 30 kilometers to swap her old Naira notes before they cease to be legal tender. She also wants cash to buy her family's basic needs as businesses have started rejecting the old notes.
No one wants to take the old notes. We too don't want to risk it. We are stuck with them and can neither buy nor sell.
In October last year, Nigeria's central bank redesigned some of its currency notes, introducing more security features. It says the move was necessary, but the pain Nigerians go through is mounting as millions scramble to swap the old notes.
An estimated 64 million Nigerians lack access to banking services. Most of them live in rural areas like this where there is none. It's people like this who stand to lose some or all their savings when the deadline expires. Economists say if that happens, it could worsen the poverty rate in a country where more than 60% of the population live below the poverty line.
In Kano City, the country's second largest, the queues at the banks and cash dispensing machines are long, leaving many frustrated.
I'm currently in debt. Right now I can't withdraw money to feed my family. I've closed my shop for 2 days to look for money to pay back my small debts and buy food for my family. So far, I'm unable to.
A problem that's even worse in crisis-hit northeast and northwest Nigeria, where governors are worried that millions of their people will lose their life savings.
We have only 4 local governments that have banks. Even the 4 that I'm mentioning, the capacity to satisfy the people is not there.
The central bank is scrambling money deposit banks to the villages to ensure millions don't lose their savings.
We took the step to fund the banks and specifically instruct them to pay this money to agents that would go back to these communities and pay them.
Yet despite that, residents of rural areas fear they could still lose their savings like they did in a similar exercise 39 years ago. But in the capital Abuja, where monitoring the process is stricter, the complaints here are of inadequate supply of the new notes, but the queues are short.
It was easy because the bank has been nice and the bank is are nice to us. They encourage us that we try to collect the money, confirm the money, and then pay into our own account.
A limited supply of the new notes has disrupted economic activities across the country. The parliament has asked for a 6-month extension, but the central bank is resisting, which could mean more chaos and losses for millions already struggling to feed their families. Ahmed, Idris, Jazeera, Kano.